And now it rests on the foot of a sophomore out of Cornelius, North Carolina. All you could have asked for, a chance to win it on the final play of the game. Tied at 21. Porter Wilson is the holder. Curtis Cooper will snap it. And Pelino will have a chance to win it. Good snap, good hold, kick on the way. And it's good! And the Blue Devils walk it off at Wallace Wade. 24-21, the final score.
Pelino, when you need it most, finishes the game off.
My name is Todd Pelino. I'm the kicker on the Duke football team, and I wear number 29. I'm named after my Uncle Todd, who passed away on September 11, 2001, and I wear 29 to honor him and his legacy every day. Legacy is something that you carry on with you from somebody else. My uncle was a very outgoing person, a very confident person, but also a very caring person. And there's a great story my mom always tells me. When he was a senior in high school, there was this junior kid that showed up to the party, and the host of the party told the kid that he couldn't come in. And so as he was walking back to his car down the street, my uncle ran out, got him, and brought him back and told the host that he could come in as his guest. And that's something, although it's not a huge story, after my uncle passed away, that person reached out to my mom and my dad and told them that story. It kind of tells what kind of person my uncle was. And that's something that I want to be every single day, carrying on a legacy of someone who's outgoing, someone who can be confident, someone who also looks out for people.
Just 34 years old, Todd Pelino headed to work on September 11th, 2001 in the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Early that morning, he called his 2-year-old son from the office at Cantor Fitzgerald, where he was a power broker, to wish him well on his first day of nursery school. Later that morning, he would call again to talk to his wife, Megan, to tell her he loved her and their children, and that he would try to get down from the 105th floor. He was one of 2,996 souls lost that day. A day 24 years later, it's still difficult to put into context. The emotions, the loss, that empty feeling that you can barely put into words.
On the morning of September 11, 2001, both my parents actually worked in New York at that time as well. My dad actually had a meeting in the Twin Towers that day as well, and he was going to meet my uncle for breakfast around 10:30 before his meeting. He didn't make it in time, unfortunately for my uncle. The plane to that tower before he was able to be there. So for my family, obviously that was a very emotional day, but even more emotional because my mom and my dad were both in New York at the time when the towers fell. After 9/11, my parents moved down to North Carolina. I think to kind of just get away from everything. Obviously, very emotional time, very emotional place to be post 9/11.
As was the case for so many families struck by tragedy that day, for Terry and Jackie Pelino, the challenge would become about what's next. Fast forward to the summer of 2004 and the arrival of a son, a new beginning, and a chance to honor someone they lost.
Although they moved away, I don't think they ever really wanted to forget my uncle. My parents said there's no question whether or not they wanted to name me Todd to honor his legacy. When someone hears Todd Pelino, a lot of people may think of me, but a lot of people also think of my uncle. So that's something that I have to carry with me every day, and I think that's an honor. I think my name is something that reminds me of how important family is to me. People can be taken away at any instant. My uncle had so much more life to live, but I think I can live on his legacy for him. And I think that's my duty, and that's something that's really important to me.
A 1989 graduate of Colgate, Todd Pelino had long made his mark on the soccer field as a youth, always wearing the number 9.
His former high school, Pittsford Mendon, honors him by giving the best player and the best teammate on that high school soccer team number 9 every year to carry on his legacy of being the best teammate, a good athlete, but also a better person. It was always a goal of mine to be number 9 in whatever sport I could be, obviously to carry on my uncle's legacy, and that number is very important to me and my family. So then when I got to Duke, I wanted to be number 9. I think it was taken by 2 people already. So I went with number 29, which is a little ironic because I'm the second 9. That's what my grandpa tells people, is that I'm number 29 because I'm the second 9, honoring my uncle, being that second 9, being that second Todd.
Now in his senior season at Duke, Todd Pelino has had so many remarkable moments already. He's one of 6 Blue Devils to reach 200 career points and is in the top 4 on Duke's career field goals made chart and career 50-plus yard field goals. In so many ways, continuing the legacy of his uncle, a man he never had the opportunity to meet, but someone he carries with him every day.
Upholding my uncle's legacy has shaped me into being a more outgoing person. He was a compassionate person. He was an outgoing person. He was a caring person. He cared about others. He cared about his family. He put those things first before himself. Carrying on that legacy of being someone people can rely on, people my family can rely on, people my friends can rely on, but people that I may not know, doing a nice deed for somebody I may not know. I think that's something that's really important for me. It's very grounding to me. Every day I'm struggling, something's hard. I know that my uncle would do anything, my family would do anything for him to be there, be able to do the same thing that I'm doing. It brings me back to the present, and it's something that I live with every day, and I'm glad to be able to live with that every day.